Hello, welcome to Dungeon Bros. Sorry, Retro Anime Theater episode 4. Today we're watching SiN the movie, which is a 2000 cyberpunk action movie based off the video game, and the movie was directed by Yasunori Urata from Studio Phoenix Entertainment, and apparently he was the director most famous for um, certain adult anime entertainment that you might know as yaoi, which yaoi is when a man and another man engage in homosexual behavior. Sorry, I was gonna do impersonation of the gay men from Soul Plane, but I couldn't get the Ugandan accent in time. So yeah, this movie is not rated highly on my anime list. It's got 5.2 out of 10, and apparently Vic Mignogna did one of the voices in this anime, which I think this is the English dub. We'll find out. When we discover the secrets behind the cryptograph that is the human gene. I didn't read it fast enough. Shit. I'm gonna pause it. When we discover the secrets behind the cryptograph that is the human gene, we will not only decode the mystery of life, but also unlock the secrets of God. Dr. Is that Cyril Sinclair, Noble Laurent geneticist? What the fuck is that? So I figured out why. Oh, this is Japanese. No, it is English. But there's subtitles also. That's cool. So I figured out what's making the weird noises during some of my longer recordings. It's because sometimes I'll sit back and watch, and that's sometimes, that makes my headphones, like, uh, you know, move and shit, and that noise picks up through the mic. Captain Blade? Is that his name? I actually played the video game at a friend's house, and I remember my friend. We were playing the game, and my friend, for some fucking reason, had Cougar Town playing in the background, which was some sitcom that had Courtney Cox in it, if I remember correctly. Who you might know Courtney Cox from the other famous sitcom friend, JC, man. Man, they kind of, except for the outfits, you can tell this game was probably inspired by Deus Ex. And the main character kind of looks like Bateau from Ghost in the Shell as well. Wasn't the main? Wasn't there a character in like Deus Ex called JC Denton? Is that CGI? Apparently, this is also part horror, but I don't know why you would call it part horror. Because like a lot of these M-rated action anime tend to have lots of gore. So I don't know if they're calling it like part horror because of the gore. We'll find out. Or there's actual like scary moments in this anime. So interesting thing happened. Well, it just happened like a while ago. Somebody watched one of my old Halloween month videos where all month I reviewed like comics, like Halloween themed comic books in my eyes for Halloween, and I reviewed this 4-issue trade called Man Thing, and the guy watched it today, leaves 2 angry comments, right? It was some like you can tell by his like his like channel name and like channel that was like some old metalhead dude, and he's bitching that I don't know much about the character and that I should have that I'm a fucking idiot and I should have read the omnibus, which is why the fuck if I'm not familiar with a character, why the fuck would I go out and buy an omnibus to read about that character? You would want to read some like cheaper shit first to see if you would even like the character. Then you go out and buy the fucking omnibuses. You don't just buy the omnibuses. That's a waste of fucking money. Oh, we already have a fatality? Which I remembered him being like in the he was like your support in the game, if I remember correctly. I don't think he died in the game. I could be wrong. So yeah, and then I go to check the description of my video. I gave the fucking comic book, right? I gave the fucking comic book trade a 6.5 out of 10. That not only is that better than average, that's almost good, right? That's almost like to me like like 6.5. That's almost good. And then like eight and nine higher. That's when something is great and like considered a must own. But it's like I gave the fucking thing, right? I don't know if the guy was trolling me, but like I gave the fucking thing like a good fucking rating, and he still pitched at me and disliked disliked the video. Which I don't have a problem if you dislike the video, and then you have a reason for like hating the my review. But it's like I gave the fucking thing a positive rating, and you still shit on me, shit on like the shit on the video. It's like what the fuck? Which I know my videos suck, but it's like I gave the fucking thing a good rating, asshole. What the fuck is your problem? Oh my god. Which is fun. Like I've had like people like unsubscribe and give me shit because I've given shit like bad ratings that they like. Okay, I get that, right? Especially when like people here watch critics for I would say 3 reasons, but like the main one is one of the main ones is you want you want to see if you have the same taste as that critic, right? And you want to see if you have the same taste as that critic. So when they review shit, okay, we have the same taste, so I'll probably like it, right? And there are critics I watch. The other reasons are critics that are like you don't you don't have the same taste exactly, but you find them entertaining. So even if they like obvious bad shit, you still watch them because they're entertaining or whatever, right? And then like the third reason is the red letter media, where it's like it's like high IQ analysis and shit, and also it's fun, so you just watch it for that, right? But I strive to be either like the one or two type of critic, but it's like, dude, that people would watch me for. I don't want to be like the red letter media because I'm doing this for fun, but it's like fuck, man. And then I also insulted Steve Gerber and told him the dude was overrated, and I'd rather read Swamp Thing than Man Thing anyway. Which honestly, dude, after reading that Howard the Duck omnibus, like unless I get a good deal on Howard the Duck books, I don't think I'm ever gonna read any Howard the Duck books. I think I'll try to give Omega the Unknown, a check. What's it called? Like I'll check it out to see if it's good or not. But like other than that, let's be real. If Steve Gerber was such the fucking, legend that people say he was, why why did he's only famous for creating two characters? Both of them were kind of failures. Howard the Duck less so, but like, but yeah, like. I don't even know what's going on. So what? There's like a techno virus that takes over people. Send tech into shit. Okay, of course. Isn't there like a hot naked female as one of the bad guys in the film, and then people were saying, "Oh, you can tell that she's drawn kind of weird, like, and that's probably because of the homosexual director." Which I don't know if the director's homosexual, because like he could just be an animation. That's what people were saying, but he could be just an animation director that took jobs to animate yaoi because for the money, not because he likes it. Fuck, man, I had people. I used to be known for drawing good in school, and then somebody wanted me to draw. Like, I'm not saying I'm not a good artist anymore, but like, I was. I don't think I was ever good, but like, whatever. Somebody wanted me to draw like gay fan fiction of two students at the high school, and I'm like, dude, I'm not even sure if that's legal. So I told them to fuck off. I guess it was to troll them, and they were like, "We'll pay you $10," and it's like, one, I and fuck off. And it wasn't like, oh, we just want them draw them kissing. It was they wanted the whole shebang. I'm like, go fuck yourself. For when I saw the subtitle for Fitz, and I was thinking something else. Because like she was like taking a bath or something. Oh my god, this is so weird. You have the subtitles and the English dub, which is that there's really no point for having both because a lot of the time the English subs don't match the English dub because the English dub they take liberties with the translation and then like the English sub they do like more accurate like translation, right? Not all the time, but because obviously when you're reading lines, you want to say it so it's more comfortable, you know. So that's one of the reasons. Man, how many fucking cyberpunk properties has a unit called hardcore? Oh my god, there's there's this comic book called Hardcore that's getting like I heard was getting a movie or something. And I was like, is that the Valiant comic book? And it was like some other fucking thing from some other fucking comic book company. It was like, what the fuck? It's I think the one I was thinking of was Valiant, but it could be Image. I don't fucking know. Did Vic Mignogna already die in this anime? Is that Vic? That sounded like Vic. Oh, that guy is Vic. The blonde dude is Vic. Okay. Hmm. Oh, that was a cunty thing to say. the fuck is he head of? Oh, she's pit. She's oh, JC was her brother. What a bitch. Okay, but like, how if his dad had like ties to the mob, how could he become? How could he be in charge of a unit? No way they would. No way they fucking would have. They would let any cop with criminal ties, even if it was like a relation, through a relation, would they have them become a cop? Man, that's fucking retarded. Am I wrong on that or what? Syntech command satellite. Prometheus 2. Okay. Oh, we have a sex scene. Okay. Oh no, sorry. They were just fooling around. The dude got cucked by. Is that Japan? Oh, Syntech Sinclair? Oh, okay. I get it. Okay, we have tanks taking on a mutant monster, and they're probably gonna get blown the fuck out, which they were literally blown the fuck out. He just kamikaze with a bomb or something, and survived. All right. Wow, this is some fucking Mutant Chronicles bullshit. Which, if people don't know what Mutant Chronicles is, it was kind of like a tabletop war game, and they even had their own books and video games. My cousin had a SNES video game that was pretty fun. Some Mutant, I forget, I think it was something Commando, Mutant Commando, and yeah. So what it basically is, Mutant Chronicles. It's all there was also a Thomas Jane movie that was terrible, but like Mutant Chronicles is basically like a cyberpunk version of like Warhammer 40K, where Warhammer 40K is like space, gothic space, epic, space opera, whatever, right? With gothic themes. It's kind of like that, but cyberpunk and diesel punk shit. Oh, she poisoned him. What for? Did he even get? Did he even get it in? I don't think so. Or boys and girls. Oh, they're gonna turn him into a mutant or whatever. Oh, so he was drugged, not killed. Oh, he's part of the mafia. Okay. He's like the head of the 5 mafias. Something tells me she did not give him anesthetic. And this is going to hurt. What a... I don't use anesthetic, Martin. Isn't there always pain of creation? What did I just say? She didn't use anesthetic. I could just... Oh... I don't think you would bleed that much, but... Actually, I don't know. Yeah, if he's bleeding that much, he's gonna die before you can do whatever you want. But this is an anime, so yeah, it is what it is. Fucking hell. I don't think I like dreads on a Caucasian character. Well, we don't know he's Caucasian. He could be like a mad, but because of that, look at that tan skin, right? And his dad that ties in Latvia. I don't know. Reminds me of that PS3 Biocommando game, which I actually played. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Apparently they got, I don't know if this is true, but I heard this from some Let's Play, that they got the lead singer of some like famous rock or metal band to do the voice of the character in Biocommando. It is Biocommando, right? The game where the guy has a metal arm, it's like a grappling hook. And he has like a submachine gun and shit. It's like a remake of the old NES games or whatever. John Blade. Oh, his insides are all mechanical, so he's okay. I'm tapping my leg. I hope that's not coming up on the mic. I think, yeah, you never know. Okay. I mean, I never got that far in the SiN game, but like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't die. He was like a like he was a voice in like he was like a voice in a headset or whatever. He was giving them like fucking support and intelligence in the game. Okay. So whenever we're already almost halfway through this fucking thing. Can we get some? Yes, we're getting action scene. Okay. Everybody full battle gear. Let's go. Not drill. Okay, let's kick some ass. So I was gonna do a list on YouTube of some like really cool cyberpunk anime I think people should watch if you're a fan of the genre. And I end up not posting it, but yeah, some of the suggestions were Cyber City the Obito, and I actually have the DVD that has all three OVAs that fucking US Manga Corp put out. Let me guess, she's a clone and like it's some scanners bullshit. Not scanners, fuck. Screamers. That was the movie where like you have these killer robots that would impersonate humans and they would kill people. Oh, look at that fucking gore. Okay. Holy shit. So other than Cyber City, another good one was AD Police, which was a spin-off of fuck, what was that fucking Bubblegum Crisis, right? It was a spin-off of Bubblegum Crisis. Never watched Bubblegum Crisis, but people say it was good. I kind of watched the 90s remake or late 90s remake of the show. They didn't like it, but yeah, apparently the original was good. The 8D Police was fucking awesome, man. Check that out. Should be on YouTube. Might also be known as 8D Police Files. Another cool cyberpunk movie. Oh fuck, what was it? I was just thinking about. Obviously, Ghost in the Shells. Like we shouldn't even have to say that. You should just know. And obviously, Akira. If you don't know what Akira is, trying to think some other obvious ones. So I'm like, I don't like saying the obvious ones. I want to say the obscure ones for the non-casuals. You know what I'm saying? There's, um, it's funny, man. I had a guy at work tell me like, this was around the time the RoboCop remake came out, and like, he was like, hey, did you know that RoboCop the original was based off a '60s property? And I'm like, no, really? And he's like, no, but like a lot of stuff that gets remakes are. There's a lot of stuff that people don't even know that were remakes of remakes, right? Like the John Carpenter's The Thing, and it's so funny that he said that about like RoboCop, because RoboCop, it could be argued that RoboCop is based off old anime from the '60s and '70s that actually aired in the U.S. called 8 Man, where it's about this cop who gets injured, who becomes the cyborg superhero called 8 Man. And then there's like a movie that came out in the '90s called 8 Man After, that's very much like RoboCop, right? But it was like a sequel to the anime, but it has this very RoboCop feel to it. So like it's funny because like he was like, yo, RoboCop. He tried to protect. He was like making a point by making a point, but lying. But the lie actually turned out to be true. that RoboCop may or may not have been based off a '60s property. Oh man. Oh, the guy getting killed is the Vic Mignogna guy. Oh man, that is some David Cronenberg bullshit. Why in the future would you invent bullshit like that? Then again, even in Marvel 2099, they had weird shit like that. Kind of like that. Sorry, I just finished my Mountain Dew Baja Punch, which is the new flavor they have. They also had another flavor. I forgot what it was. I think it was like peach or something. It's kind of like Baja Blast, but it's like fruit punch flavored. Oh shit! At least we're starting to get some action, but she's traumatized. Weren't you talking big like 20 minutes ago, woman? Now look at you. Not so easy, huh? To kill your friend who's possessed by a mutant, huh? Not so easy. It's easy to criticize other people, but when you're in front of somebody who's turned into mutants. How come like our main character's like handgun is so much better than the other people's assault rifles? Such bullshit. Ah, these mutants are part reptilian. Okay, that makes sense. They're part of the fallen angels. Oh my god. Should I talk about that? Nah, I don't think so. I have no idea. It blasphemes the eyes of God. The immunity destroyed before it was about to reproduce itself. What the fuck? So not only are these mutants reptilians, like satanic fucking worshippers, they're also asexual. Schizogenesis. What the fuck is that? Did they make that up? Okay. Oh, so they were doing experiments trying to turn people into like, so they could survive into space for space colonization. Someone took that shit and turned people into fucking mutant fucking super weapons. Okay, that's kind of like um, Iron Man, fucking Extremis, right? Or no, well, after Extremis, people took that shit and then injected themselves with it so they could survive space colonization in fucking Iron Man Fatal Frontier. Check out my review for that. Actually, it wasn't bad. I don't know if I would still like if I paid like $50 for whatever the fucking cover price was, but I got it for like way cheap. Ugh. Did not it when reading it, it didn't feel like it was like 14 issues worth of shit. To be honest, but apparently there's like 14 issues in there. The mayor. The guy said judge, but the subtitle said mayor. Is that Jason Douglas? That's cool. So the cops can't get reinforcements and they can't go after Syntech because the Syntech paid them off. What the fuck? That was some cool lines there. That fucking bitch turned hardcore into a fucking morgue. Oh, that is a good line. I paraphrased the beginning, but it was the end that was fucking cool. Okay, which is what he actually said. I really should shave my face. Because that scratching noise from previous recordings, that might have been just me rubbing my beard. Or scratching my beard. Okay. It's a cyberpunk store, so obviously we gotta bring in corrupt politicians, corrupt government. It is what it is. Oh, her name's Alexis Sinclair. So the Sinclair is the family name. Okay. Oh, by the way, I was talking with one of my subs, and we were talking about anime films based off, long-running animes and shit. And it reminded me of the original Naruto movie. And I'm kind of wondering can we do the original Naruto movie for Retro Anime Theater? Because it is like, it's like, I think it's like 17 years old. So, I, so it's, like, what do we consider retro anime? Something like, how old does something have to be before it's retro? Right? So it's a 2004 movie. Does that count? As a Catholic, I can't live with an experiment that defies God. Okay. Uh, I don't know. What do you guys think? Can we? What do you guys think? Can we or can we not react to Naruto the movie um, on the show? You know what? We'll save it for Christmas time because that movie takes place in the land of snow, which I don't even think is canon. So whatever. I kind of wish, like, before they make these movies, they can go to the mangaka and like, hey, we have this idea for a movie. Um, is there a way we can make this canon, or can we change some things so we can make it canon, so it's more enjoyable for the fans? Cause you guys remember some filler episodes where like a villain had like he was like supposed to be one of the fucking seven swords of the fucking land of water, and he had this like lightning sword that was supposed to belong to like the second Hokage, and it's like he. Oh my god. And like the second Hokage didn't have anything like that. So I'm kind of pissed off, like how, as the series went on, they they kind of made the fourth Hokage not a joke, but like they kind of a lot of cool powers of his. You find out, oh, he got it from this person, that person, his wife, of all fucking things. Like Minato, what's his name, Narakaze? I can't remember Naruto's dad's last name, but it's like Minato's like almost all of his like jutsus and shit was from like other people. Even the fucking thing he's named after, the Yellow Flash, that was like a fucking jutsu from the second Hokage. What fucking bullshit is that, man? Because like Rasengan from Jiraiya, the fucking teleportation jutsu, second Hokage, the fucking Reaper Death Seal, the most coolest fucking jutsu of his. That was from his fucking wife's fucking clan, man. That was some, I could see that being like, that was obviously thought ahead because the part of the jutsu is like the Uzumaki fucking thing. And like obviously Naruto's named after his like he's named after his his mother's maiden name, but it's like god fucking damn it, there was nothing of Minato's that was actually his, man. Fucking bullshit. They fucking ruined Naruto's dad. Fucking bullshit. That and like another character they kind of ruined as the show went on was like Kakashi, where he became kind of less cool as the show went on. I mean, they were able to kind of make him cool again, when he got his what's it called, the Mangekyo shower gun. But even that, it's the thing where like I know the excuse is like, oh, the reason he kind of sucks is because the fucking shower gun drains so much chakra, and like because he's not a Uchiha, he doesn't have the vast chakra like stores of like the Uchihas. That's why yeah he gets tired out very easily. So they killed all the male friends of the main character. That sucks. So he's gonna storm the fucking headquarters with these chicks. Okay. Sorry, I was just turning my head. That's why there was a crit. That probably came up on the. Okay. They're gonna grapple in. What was her excuse for being evil again? They ruined her father's career. Okay. Some shit. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Ah, her nickname for John Blade is Mr. Frankenstein. Why? Because he's a cyborg? I thought his eyes were cybernetic, but that's just glasses. I mean, they could be cybernetic under there, but they look normal for the lens. The one time you saw his eyes for the lenses. That's CGI? Yeah. Eh. They only use CGI vehicles for brief moments. Other times they were like 2 days. It's okay. It's entertainment. Oh, okay. So they have to get to the 75th floor. Okay. Oh, they can only get to 45, so they have to climb up 30 floors. Okay. Oh, he has like robot eardrums? Okay. I love it's kind of like Nemesis, where like, oh, he mostly looks human, but it's like underneath there's like cyber shit under there. If people don't know what Nemesis is, it's like this really cheap action, like cyberpunk action movie. But like there's some cool special effects near the end. But it's like there's a bunch of like you have a bunch of characters that are supposed to be like cyborgs, but because I guess their technology is so advanced that they have like very humanoid looking skin and muscles and shit. So it's not it's on yeah. So there's points where like the main character does get hurt trying to kill a robot. That like okay, you see some like cyber shit under his like scalp and shit. Yeah, but if you haven't seen Nemesis, it's the first one. I think it's worth watching, kind of. But like you know, the other ones, it just gets weird because they replace the French main actor for this female bodybuilder who in the trailers that came with the Blu-ray for Nemesis, which the Nemesis had this really cool Blu-ray cover where it had like illustrations of these like very these two people that looked very much like Deus Ex characters from the original game, and it's like there's nobody looks like that in the fucking movie. Kind of near the end, but they're not wearing black. But fuck, you know. But yeah, yeah, like, and what was weird with the trailers for like the Nemesis sequels on the, you know, Nemesis sequels is that like one of them showed the main character who's like this female bodybuilder, which she's in like 2 through 4 I think, and like it was either third or fourth one. She's in Europe. She's like some kind of female hitman, and she's going around fucking dudes in public in cars and shit. And there's like you see full blown nudity in these fucking trailers that came with the Blu-ray. It's like, what the fuck is this? The fourth movie they just turn it into like softcore porn. Oh man, Albert Pune, you're fucking weird. Which is like, yeah, Albert Pune directed this movie. He also directed a movie I reviewed for Fantasy Month that I really enjoyed. Oh, fuck, what was it called? The Sword and the Sorcerer, which sequel baits, and then like the sequel comes out decades later, starring Kevin Sorbo. Which sucked because the main character in that film was really cool. He was like a cross between like Han Solo and Hawk the Slayer, and he had this really cool magic sword called the Sky Sword, which is basically the sword that just shoots out. It's just like sword with 2 big ass blades that can shoot out, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And like you're wondering, well, what makes you magic? Why isn't like like technological or whatever? Because they seem to grow back or some shit. Watch the movie, and you know what I'm talking about. Because he never goes to pick up the blades, and then like later on he'll have the sword will have like 2 new blades. It's like, I'm not joking, because like he used them to when he was like a kid in the beginning of the movie. He used them. He used the Sky Sword to get away from like 2 people chasing him, and he was able to get away by killing them with the Sky Sword. Does not fucking go back for the swords. He runs off with his horse, and like you see him years later, and he has the Sky Sword with the 2 new blades. So I don't know if he's just getting new blades like from blacksmiths and shit, but it's like, dude, I don't know. You would think with your new mutant powers, you would go and get revenge on the chick that turned you into a mutant and put you through that painful, like, surgery or whatever. But I guess whatever, they programmed him to be obedient, I guess. Even though he comes off like he still has his old personality. And CD, do you even know my name? My name is Blade. Oh, he had like a blade in his like very human left-looking arm. What the fuck? And he one-shot him by stabbing in the eye? After all that, he was finished so easily. Even the villain thinks, that was too quick. Okay. Uh-oh. What's happening here? She gonna gas them? Yep. Welcome, Mr. Hardcore. Oh my god. Sorry. Very uncomfortable to watch a movie while sitting, like, leaning forward. Okay. What? What, my guy? You don't have robot lungs to filter out poison and gas? You should have. You should have got that augmentation, my guy. So his dad turned him into like a cyborg. Oh, she stayed in the the helicopter. You would think this high-tech tower would have, some anti-air capability, huh? Fuck it, you're breaking out every other law. We're getting close to the end, guys. Oh man, it's like already 11 p.m. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Is that a mutant? Okay. It's like a mutant mech. There's like a dude sleeping in like a little capsule and there's like all this now Dr. Sarah let's show them the results of our work. Oh, she put her like dad's head in some like mutant. Okay. That's not fucking weird. Ooh, how did he survive that? Okay. And that's fucking final boss material. Did you have to fight that fucking thing in the fucking video game? Holy shit. Because that video game did not have great controls to move around. Oh my god. What the fuck? Why is some of his robot parts glowing? Is he going Super Saiyan? Which, I was thinking of, getting a copy of Dragon Ball Evolution and, doing a bad movie night commentary for that. Which, unfortunately, oh, he blew up his arm inside the brain of that fucking thing. Okay. Oh shit. I love how those tentacles miss everybody but but the villain. And she just did not get punctured by them, but just got pushed off the tower. Okay, that makes sense. Where'd that laser fucking thing come from? Okay. Are all of our characters gonna die? Dude, aren't you a cyborg? Do you really want to jump into the water? Uh, okay. He fell into something. It didn't look like the water below. I thought they were in the city. I was not paying attention. Oh, did they? Are they in the helicopter? I just noticed something. This was like an M-rated anime, and there was like no nudity. There were like half-naked girls, but there was like no nudity. So maybe the people who critique this movie do have like a point against the trip. So whatever, I'm fine. I'm fine with. We don't need nudity and everything. Though that one, the one villain chick was sexy. So we had Markham Anderson as Colonel John Blade. We have Jennifer J.C. Armack as played by Colleen Black. Chris Patton as John J.C. Armack. Oh, these are like early Funimation actors, aren't they? Taylor Matthews as Alexis Sinclair. Andy McAvin as Vincenzo Mazzini. Lettice Towns as not Kite, Kate Palmer. It's spelled weird. Vic Mignogna as Tim Perko. Daniel Kimball as Elise Stewart. Ted Pfister, with a P in the beginning, as Lorenzo Vitelli. David Parker as Dr. Daniel Greenwald. Jocelyn Dongan as Tina Vincent. Oh, Jason Douglas was the commander of Hardcore. Okay. You got John Swayze, yeah. He's another Funimation voice actor. Yeah, you got a lot of Funimation voice actors. Oh, so it's technically 1999, not 2000. Well, on Google it says this came out in 2000. The movie says it came out in 1999. Who knows which is correct? uh, yeah. So that was it for this episode. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do next episode for Retro Anime Fear. I'm thinking we take a break and we do another bad movie night. And in the meantime, I'll try to think of animes we can do for Retro Anime Theater. I kind of want to do Battle Royale High School, but at the same time, I kind of want to do another. I kind of want to do an anime OVA that's more chill. Maybe there's some old '80s comedies or something. Romance comedies that we can react to or something. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll look into it. But if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. It has to be at least the anime has to be. It has to be like classic rock rules, where it has to be at least 15 years old, maybe 20. No Sword Art Online. I don't give a shit how old. Because that Sword Art Online, I don't. There was a fucking PSP game, so that probably might be older than people think it is. But we're not doing Sword Art Online. I don't give a shit how old it is. I don't care if we're still doing this in like 2030 or 2040. 2030. That's not that long. That's not like that far off in the future. I forgot we were in 2021. We're in 2021 right now. Oh, hey. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Give us some suggestions, and we'll think about it.